everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Hope everything's going your way today. Today, I'm coming to you with a makeup play video. Yes, today I'm coming to you trying out products that I purchased over the last couple months. Yes, mostly all new products. So, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. See ya. Okay, everybody, let's get started with this look. Okay, guys, so yeah, I've already done my brows because ain't nobody got time for that. You know what it is. The e.l.f. brow pomade in the color Espresso. So we gonna get right on into this eye look. But first, let me take a couple sips of my coffee, because yeah, I feel like this is about to be a barn burner. First, I'm going in with the Natasha Denona Beaver palette. And while very warm, partially cool, and quite neutral, this is definitely still a pretty palette. It has a nice array of fall and summer appropriate shades. So first, I'm going to start by basing my eyes. I'm using my Too Faced multi-use concealer to get that done. And guys, I know I've been doing quite a bit of voiceovers lately, but unfortunately, for some reason, the trains have been running like every 2 minutes in my town. Yeah, for some reason, the conductor thinks it's okay to lay on the horn like a frog on a lily pad. And I really don't want you guys, my peeps, to have to sit through it. And honestly, guys, if I had to pause in between each train, I'd be filming for the rest of my life. So, I want to thank you in advance for your patience, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to doing my regular type of videos real soon. So now that we got the housekeeping out the way, about these eyes, dude. But first, let me take a couple more sips of coffee, because we're about to be working with Natasha Denona. That's it, guys. This is about to be a barn burner. There. What's there to think about, Lily? It's gonna be a neutral eye look. First, going in with this shade Pasha, I'm gonna work that all in my crease. And guys, spoiler alert, I love the way the shadows that I used from this palette today actually performed. I didn't get any skipping, zero patchiness. And guys, the shades blended like a dream. They blended like a dream. And of course, you know, they are highly pigmented. I mean, even though I did only use 3 shades. And the formula in Natasha Denona's warm tone shades have never been her problem. Now, going in with this shade Prairie, I'm going to just go ahead and blend out Pasha. And guys, I really love the tone of this shadow. It kind of reminds me of the shade Mochi from the Gemini palette from Mel. But it has just a little bit more depth. And guys, the shades are blending over my lids like butter. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. And believe it or not, guys, that's going to be it for the crease work. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's still a neutral palette. So what can you expect? What can you expect? And now I'm just doing some final blending just to ensure we have a nice, smooth, seamless blend. Okay, guys, now the part that everybody came here for. The lid. I'll be using the Kasha Bento Bounce eyeshadow trio on my lid today. And the stack I'll be using today is Rose Water. And these have some very nice pinky type tones. And I can't wait to see how these shades perform on my lid. But first, I'm going to base my eyes with my LIT Glitter Base. And first, I'm going in with the middle shade from the stack. And I'm going to put that in the center of my lid. And guys, would you look at that shade Would you look at that glitz? Look at that shimmer. It's like if foil and glitter had a baby, they would produce the bento bounce eyeshadows. And now going in with the third and darkest shade from the stack, I'm going to work that on the inner and outer portion of my lid just to make sure there's a seamless blend between the matte from the Natasha Denona palette and the shimmer from the bento bounce that I used on the middle of my lid. And if I had to describe the third shade in each bento bounce stack, if satin and shimmer had a baby, they would create the third shade in each bento bounce stack. And lastly, going in with the first and final shade from the trio, I'm going to pop that directly in the center of my lid. And guys, do you see that shimmer? Do you see that dimension? I couldn't be happy with the performance of these shadows, and I'm so glad to have them in my collection. Okay guys, and I'm pretty glad with how the look is turning out so far. So I'm about to go ahead, pop on my lashes, then we'll be back to finish up this look though. Okay everybody, I went on ahead, popped on my lashes off camera. These are my cherry blossom lashes, and I'll have the style listed in the description box. But let's finish up this look though. For primer today, I will be using the Ula Hendrickson Banana Bright Face Primer. And I've heard great things about this primer, so I thought I'd see what it do. And I don't really know how much foundation to use, so I'm going to do like I do with everything else. Use way too much. And I usually apply my primer with my fingers, but when I did the bento bounce swatches for you guys, I got glitter all over my hands, and I definitely don't want it in my makeup. But I can say the primer feels rather moisturizing, and it did even out my skin tone. Now's when the anxiety sets in. I'm going to be using a new foundation, guys. I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation in the shade Toffee. And I found this at my local Marshalls for $9.99. And guys, the consistency is kind of runny. And it claims to be full coverage and have ingredients so pure that you can actually sleep in it. But yeah, I'm not taking that bullet. And I don't know quite how much to use, so I'm going to do like I do with everything else and use too much. Uh-oh, guys. This shade looks a little light for me. Lily strikes again. But we're going to forge ahead, because this is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. But despite the fact it looks like I'm wearing a mask and I would totally stay away from flash photography at all costs, I quite like the finish. I like it a lot. The finish is quite nice. Now on the concealer, I'm going in with the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. And this is in the shade light to medium. And this actually came in one of my subscription boxes, either my BoxyCharm or my Ipsy bag. I'm not sure which one. And this is my first time using it. And I will say the consistency is rather creamy. It does give me full coverage, but not my favorite. So I'll use it because I have it. But I most definitely won't be adding this to my daily routine. Now on the powder, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Satin Powder. And it has a very pretty sifter that renders to be pretty problematic. And I'm just going to use that to set all the places I put concealer. And while I did find that the powder worked quite well, I didn't hit a hallelujah chorus when I used it. It doesn't work any better than my Peach Perfect powder, and definitely not as good as my Jeffree Star powder. And speaking of that, I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Jeffree Star setting powder in the shade Banana. Now the performance of the Jeffree Star loose sand powder is sheer sorcery. And now it's my Sephora Micro Smooth powder to the rescue. And today I'm using the shade Tan because I find it evens out my foundation shade when it's a little too light or yellow. And just like that, my color is back. And for bronzer today, I'll be using the Hoola Caramel Bronzer by Benefit. And I find that the undertone of this bronzer It's definitely leaning more on the warm side than the cool side. And I actually love how it warms up my face, guys. It's very easy to blend, and it just gives your face that nice sun-kissed look. And it brought my face the life that it needed after using that Too Light and Yellow foundation. Now on the blush. I'm going to be using my Jouer Bouquet d'Amour blush palette. And guys, this palette is so stinking cute. And I'm going to be using this muted pink shade as my blush today. And guys, this blush blends out so nicely. And while in the pan, it would look like it would be too light for me, it gave my face such a natural flush look, and it built up rather nicely. And I actually used a couple other shades in the blush palette, as I told you I would during my Sephora VIP haul, and I found the performance to be just the same. And guys, do you see that glow that the blush leaves on your face? I can bathe in this blush all day. And I will use this on a light makeup day when I want to look cute, not big. Now on the highlight, I'm going to be using the Dominique Cosmetics Prisma Glow Highlight Palette. And guys, this packaging is so stinking cute. And the camera's not doing this palette any justice, guys. This palette is stunning. It actually comes with 4 highlights, 1 cream highlight, and 3 powder. And I'm going to actually first start by using the cream highlight to see what it do. And I must say it does meld into the skin rather nicely. But you know your girl, I'm going for the glow up. So I'm going in with that peach shade. And I'm going to use that as a topper over the cream. And guys, would you look at that highlight? Look at that highlight. Now, if you want to turn heads when you step into the room, if you want people to see you from 4 miles away, or if you just want to be obnoxiously avant-garde, that's when you would use this highlight. But you know your girl Lily, I want to look good when I just walk to the mailbox. So yeah, I'm going to be using this highlight whenever and wherever I want. And now, finishing up the eyes, I'm just going to make the bottom match the top right quick. So first, I'm going in with Pasha. And then I'm going to blend out Pasha with Prairie. And I'm going to take it just a little low because I do want the editorial look. And just a few more blending touches. There. And lastly, going in with that shade Marrow, I'm going to pop that in my inner quarter. And guys, this performs just like a Natasha Denona shimmer. But then again, shimmers have never been Natasha Denona's problem. And while I do need to play with a few more shades in the palette, so far I love it, and it's actually a winner. Now on to lips. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs lipstick, and this is in the shade Role Play. And guys, this is such a pretty nudie pink, and I found this at my local Marshalls for $6.99. So first I'm going to line my lips with the BFF3 lip liner from ColourPop. And then I'm going to apply the lipstick. And guys, this is such a creamy formula. And it's so pigmented. And believe it or not, guys, I didn't even top it with a gloss. That's cool. That is cool. And finally, going in with the ABH Dewy Set Setting Spray. I'm about to let the setting spray bless my makeup here. This renovation is over. Extra all the time. Okay, everybody, here's the finished look. And guys, I must admit, I love the way this look turned out today. And overall, I'm happy with every single product I use. I'm not gonna lie though, guys. At first, the foundation had me a little scared. But when I applied the rest of my makeup, it all worked out. And while the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder is quite high-end and has beautiful packaging, I have translucent setting powders in my collection that perform better for less. And while the Smashbox Concealer worked okay, it doesn't hold a stick to my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. But as for that ABH Dewy Set Setting Spray, yeah, that setting spray is bae and definitely added to the glow up. And most definitely, absolutely, positively sealed the deal. So I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today while I tried out my new makeup. And yeah, I always love connecting with you guys, my peeps. Every chance I get. Every chance I get. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. It only gets greater later, guys. It only gets greater later. So until next time, guys, stay real, stay positive, stay up, and damn it, you better watch, fight, and pray. Slow-mos, please. Holla!